Hey, what's up, guys? Today I just want to make hopefully a quick video on the most grindiest Yu-Gi-Oh match duel I've ever played on on Master Duels at the moment, and man, it was a ride, I would say. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the replay of it, and maybe talk about it, and maybe you and I can learn something or whatnot. So, all right, let's just go head into it. I'll show you off my opponent's deck since I saved the replay. So he's playing an invoked Eldritch deck, Eldritch Lord, Golden Lord deck. So or Eldritch Lich, I guess. So obviously I didn't have this information when I was playing against him, so I have no idea what I was gonna run into. So yeah, this was a crazy matchup. We were just grinding each other out, and I didn't think Nightcrawlers could really grind out that well. It lost a lot of ability to grind with certain things, but man, it was just a back and forth game, and I had to think, and he had to think, and we were just like, crap, dude. This it almost just felt like, oh, we were one of us was so ahead at one point, and suddenly it like flipped around, and we were just like it was grindy. So let's just go ahead and watch it. I'll pause the game um, when I want to talk about something here. I actually don't know how long this game is, considering how this is, but hopefully it's a short video. Alright, so I think he wins the dice roll. So he makes me go first, I think. Yeah, he makes me go first. So I go Ecclesia. He maxes, and I'm like, alright, well, I think I'm just gonna stop here in terms of getting maxi. I still want to still generate some advantage on my end, so I go for the Dogmatica play. He doesn't know I'm playing Nightcrawlers at the moment. I'm not haven't played anything else outside of that, so I search here. I think here I probably should have honestly searched for a Maximus, knowing I don't know what he was playing either. So I think Maximus as a backup play would be better than going Fleur, but whatever. So he goes. I think what he does here, yeah, he lightning storms, but hooray, I'm in defense. Cool. I'm just gonna activate Herald at the moment because I'm thinking, oh, I think he's clearing a way to maybe play something else to kill this thing. I felt like this was my only opportunity at this point to get some sort of advantage off of the White Knight. So I go for it. I add the Unicorn. He knows I'm playing Necros now. He goes plays this. I still don't know what he's playing, but he does flip over a bunch of this. So I'm like, okay, I'm seeing it now. I know what he's playing. He's definitely playing Invoked and stuff. Actually I do see his extra deck because when White Knight does activate, I did send, I think, a Zeus to the graveyard. There you go. So I sent Zeus to the graveyard because looking at his deck, I was like, okay, I think the one card I might be afraid of is Zeus, because so I send the Zeus to the graveyard. It does give him a light type though, but he already blew up my my Ecclesia and stuff, so it's like, all right, well, it doesn't matter at this point. So yeah, he goes he sends it to the graveyard with the Scarlet or something, and fuses into a Macabre here. Cool beans. So here he gets the Conquistador and whatnot into the graveyard, or the Golden whatever. Summons out the Golden Lord, attacks me for 1,000,000. He's already down a lot of cards, and he's down extra deck cards. Adds back the that. So I bring out the Fleur right now because I want to try to either beat over the Macabre. I know my stuff is already gone, so the Fleur is kind of useless now, but I can still bring this out because he's ending his main phase right now. If I don't bring out the Fleur right now, he adds back the Alistair to the hand. He can negate the Fleur's effect. So I'm just gonna try to bait it out or beat him over with it. So I go. He plays that. He gets a bunch of spell, the Conquistador and the Eldritch stuff. So I draw. All right. So I had two paths here. Either I can play the Nadir. I don't know if he has a spell in hand or not. That I don't know. or I go, you know, just activate something to kind of bait him out to see if he's gonna do anything. He doesn't. He keeps it in hand. I activate my second Colossus. He doesn't know I have 2 Colossuses in hand. So here I activate this. He does know I have a Unicorn, so he goes for it. If he has another Lightning Storm, all right. You know, I was hoping it would resolve, so fine. That's okay. Now I go for Nadir. I know what he has in hand. He can't negate me no longer. I do this because since I already Colossus, I wanted to try to Trish him. So the only way to get Trish out was to do that. I think honestly here I should have gone for Maximus. Like looking at my grave here, I shouldn't have added the White Knight back in hand because my only ritual way to bring out this guy was with this. So I think here's where I misplayed. Instead of adding this to my hand and sending the Herald to the graveyard to grab the mirror, I should have went for Maximus. Should have went summon Maximus, send send the Herald that way instead. Send the Herald plus maybe a back row or something to pop something. I make a mistake here of adding the White Knight instead of the Maximus. So anyways, I'm still doing this. I summon out the Trishula. Go Trishula. I'm gonna get rid of the Eldritch Lord and the card in hand. He's gonna just chain to it and try to kill my Trishula. Yeah, that's fine. So I do that. I attack over the Macabre. It's gone. He's down to 2 cards. I still got some cards in hand, but they're kind of useless at the moment. So he does that. You know, gets another freaking El Lord out here, El Lordo here, and he goes that. This is where he gets real greedy. I think. I don't know why, but he ends up just banishing like basically the rest of his extra deck. I get it. Like he knows I'm probably playing Maximus. I'm playing the Dogmatica package. If he gets rid of his extra deck, my stuff becomes less useful. But he also hoses himself with the Alistair play. Like he can't really do anything with Alistair anymore. So he reveals a bunch of stuff. They're all kind of useless. So I think the best card he does add is the trap card out of the bunch. And so he goes to defensive mode. I have a big card, but he can't get rid of this. So, you know, whatever. I draw. And I got a Maxi, kind of fucking useless. So I go try to get another U-Core out or something. You know, get some advantage here. He plays that. I Maxi because at this point I was like, all right, if he has another trap, sure. I'm just gonna try to draw another card. He chains on top of a Maxi. So he goes that, brings it out, kills this thing. I draw a card, draw that, send him LE Entis, try to get rid of this. Nothing was really going too well for me, so I just needed a way to get Golden Lord off and try to grind him out. Kill that. At this point, I'm like, okay, I can just play this piece of shit and you know, try to draw the Sanctuary. It's not really doing much right now. Send it out just to play this in case he tries to get rid of in case he plays like a Lightning Storm or something. I guess, you know, Amirage will do something, or it's gonna force him to switch something to attack mode to try to get rid of my Amirage. Maybe he switches one of these to attack mode, and maybe I can run it over. So he goes for another good old Golden Boy play. I was like, all right, well, he at least switched this to attack mode, so maybe I can run it over later. Okay, so I'm down some health, and he's got the trap cards are just putting so much work in. Like it's kind of crazy. So you know, whatever. I draw my card. I got a Lightning Storm. At this point, I forgot about Eldritch. He can't be killed by card effects at the moment. So I just kind of brain dead activated. So I still get rid of this thing, but it's not as powerful as I hope. So I think that's the only thing I have left. So here I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna banish, add a spell card to my hand, activate this thing, discard this, put these back in my hand, pitch this to search for Dogmatica, this thing, so I can just play this again because I can recycle it, research it, set the last level 8 I had in my deck, bring out this thing. So he's gonna lose the attack power, and he's gonna be at 25. So we're just kind of sitting here at this point. So I just shuffle something back into the deck in case I need to play it again. He kills this thing, doesn't really do anything for me anymore. My turn. I draw. He can't run this over. Okay, I get a diviner. I was like, all right, cool. I mean, if I make a play happen, he, wow, shit, you know, he fucking ash blossoms me there. I was like, all right, well, that kind of sucks. So she doesn't do anything. Cool. But I get this thing out, and then he effect failures me. I was like, all right, well, that's sweet, you know. Had both hand traps for both of my stuff. All right, cool. I'll just bring this thing back. I think I misplayed here. Bring this thing. I was gonna go into Herald. Oh, I go into Herald because he's negated, and so I was like, all right, I can abuse this and go into another Herald. 'Cause I think I had one in my graveyard, so I bring this thing out. Cool. In case he activates a trap or something, I can negate that, right? Or if he runs it over, I search out another spell card. So yeah, he opts to run it over and not activate anything. So I get the Herald effect, I search for a Brionac. I think I'm running out of cards in my deck anyway, so he sets a card. It's probably another Eldritch trap card. So I draw a card. All right, Dominical Punishment can't help me here. I activate Sanctuary here, put 2 more spell cards back. I think that's my last 2 spell. Summon out the Diviner again, and he wants to stop both of my cards here. So he droplets. And, oh shit, I didn't see that one coming. So he droplets, negates both my effects again. Alright, I was like, alright, that kind of sucks. So, you know, he does his thing here, negates both of them, so I don't get my effect. I activate this shit anyways, just because, but obviously it's not going to resolve with any effect. So I pitched Unicorn, grab this. Unicorn is my last card, I think. So I set this thing. He goes for the Elixir here, which kind of sucks for me. So I think he pitches that. Yeah, with his own effect, he summons out the Eldritch Lord guy again. I'm just gonna activate the effect. I mean, obviously he's gonna activate his effect. I think mine just becomes that. I think he's just trying to deal damage to me at this point. So at this point, I just told back this thing. Let's go Invocation here. So obviously he has no extra deck left. Alistair's useless. He's just gonna summon it to try to beat me for a game here. So this is, he doesn't know I have a punishment. So he goes attack. I'm gonna nuke the small attacker here, just the trap. I guess I could have killed Alistair, but whatever. I send the Pegasus to the graveyard, right? Because right now he can't be killed. So if I send an Entis, if I try to target him, he can't be killed. I could have just popped both of these. I could have sent Entis, kill these 2, so he would have had to attack over my monster with his L Lord. But I was like, okay, I think I can get rid of this and the big L Lord. He made a mistake. He attacked with the Alistair instead, and then when Alistair killed my Herald, I banished the Pegasus here to bounce the Eldritch guy back to his deck. So now all he has is an Alistair and a Invocation in hand, which is not too threatening for me because Alistair's just, you know, useless now. So I draw. You know, this card is kind of useless now, but I can still pitch it. Cool, right? And I pitch it. I grab a mirror. I needed a level 4 in the graveyard. I needed a level 4 Unicorn in the graveyard, so I pitched the Unicorn. Grab back, you know, Brionac. I'm not even sure what Brionac even searched for at this point. So I think I just searched for another Unicorn. So I play mirror, banish Unicorn, summon Unicorn out. Go into you know, Unicorn. I think I run this thing over. So you know, I got something big. And I think here is where I abused the ritual again. This card was what was letting me grind out my opponent. I would just keep shuffling stuff back to the grave, and what I did was I summoned the Diviner again. I'm not even sure I even have in my deck anymore, but I sent another Herald. I guess apparently I had another Herald. Search this out again in case I need to play another Unicorn. I think he draws his card, and I'm not sure what he draws, but he gives up there. So yeah, that was the grindiest game I think I've played on Master Duel so far, and it was just us going back and forth. And I think what won me the game essentially was just abusing the crap out of Sanctuary by recycling my ritual cards I needed. I unfortunately did not ever draw any other Domatica stuff outside of just the spell and the White Knight. So my main misplay there was fetching the White Knight rather than the Maximus during that one particular turn. But yeah, that was crazy. I don't know what else he could have had. I thought he could have searched out another bring back the Lord again during his turn, but I guess he couldn't. Didn't have the resources or whatever, or didn't want to continue playing. But yeah, he gave up there, and that was definitely an endless fight. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it. It was I racked my brain, he racked his brain, and we were just going back and forth, just like how Yu-Gi-Oh should be. So, yeah, that was a 15-20 minute game right there. Or I think it was a 40-minute game actually. The replay was playing a little quicker, but we were spending a lot of time thinking about our moves during each of our plays, and yeah, that was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with that game. GG to my opponent if he's watching this. But if not, yeah, hope you guys enjoy that one. See you guys next time.